So if you're watching this video at this time, you probably see that the whole market, stocks, shares, crypto, they're all basically down right now. And a lot of people I've been speaking to, they say, John, I lost a lot of money. And one piece of advice I want to give to all of you is this. First of all, never put all your eggs into one basket, because if you do, if things crash, then it's going to make people can lose everything. So you don't want that. The second thing is that you want to get educated. So a lot of times when people are investing, they're not getting educated. They are taking risks. They're basically gambling in the markets. You don't want to do that. You want to get calculated risks. So what do we mean by calculated risk? Calculated risk is getting yourself educated first, like knowing when to get in, knowing when to get out, knowing when to pull your money, knowing when to cut your losses, knowing when to double down. And so a lot of the times I find people, they're rushing into it. And sometimes you got to watch the markets. So sometimes you got to sometimes people are too gung-ho, like they're very reactive. Like they see the market drop like 20 or 30%. It's like, oh my God, I'm gonna pull my money out. And the next day it goes back up. And so, my big piece of advice for all of you is this, is to make sure that, whenever you're investing, whenever you're doing something that's gonna, result in either financial loss or financial gains, make sure that the education is there first. How many of you agree with this, by the way? Give me a yes if you agree with this. Like, you've got to make sure that you are creating those ways to be able to invest without having to, and again, that's why I always say, like, never put all your eggs into one basket. If you put all your eggs into one basket, then if the whole market crashes, you need to diversify. Now, people say you shouldn't diversify. I think you definitely should. Because if stock crashes and property crashes, and you've got equity in companies and you've got cash flow. So here's the thing, and you've probably heard me say this on a lot of my videos, is that, turnover is vanity, profit is sanity, and cash flow is king. So whatever you're working on, like if you want to diversify into cash flowing assets, basically things that make you money without you having to do anything. Like, you do the work once and it pays you over and over again. So you've got things like real estate. You hear me talk about a lot with subscription platforms. Yesterday I was having dinner with a good friend of mine. He's saying now restaurants are now charging a subscription, so you have to eat at the restaurant. You pay to basically be able to get a seat at the restaurant, which I think is an ingenious idea. So that's why I think, for all of you, if you're thinking about starting something, start something that's going to create more cash flow. Everything you do, everything you invest in, it's got to be cash flow. Like make sure that it makes you money, not instantly, because there's no such thing as a get rich quick, but you want to start thinking about creating ways to be able to monetize fast, or at least liquidating, meaning you start something, you liquidate your asset fast, and you've got liquidity to be able to invest in other things, because they are saying that a recession is coming. So that's why I always say that success is when preparation meets the opportunity. So you got to start getting ready for that. In 2008, I made a lot of money in 2008 because when everyone was selling their property, I was buying them 25 to 30% below the market value. So, I recommend that you always get yourself educated. Again, if you want to learn more about this stuff, about investing, about branding, about starting businesses, about creating subscription sites, head over to www.jl.club. That's J for John, L for Lee.club. I got a lot of training there. It's $1 a day to join, so you can check that out. If you got any questions for me as well, you can check out my iMentors tab. You can send me a question and I'll directly respond to you via voicemail. So if you got any questions for me about anything, I can also do that if you need any extra help or guidance on that. Also, we run a lot of events, a lot of virtual events. So I'll put a link to that below as well, where I bring a lot of top experts in their field to learn some of these strategies and to teach you some of these strategies as well. So thank you so much for watching this. I'll also link some videos here and here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on other new ones. Turn on bell notifications, and make sure you share this with a friend who needs to hear this. Share this with a friend of yours who've lost money in crypto, who lost money in stocks, and maybe they're looking to get into it. Make sure they watch this. Education is the number one thing to success, and taking calculated risks. Hope you found this useful. And by the way, leave a comment below and let me know some of the things that you think that we should do when it comes to mitigating and investing and making sure we do more calculated risk. Leave a comment below. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.